Good morning to all our friends out there. Grab your caffeine, get out of bed, run around. I don't know, do whatever you want. It's
while
Rand and
you're
Reese.
listening.
This is a good show to listen to while you're running, while you're doing chores,
While you're
going to the
sleeping.
bathroom, while you're sleeping. Might as well. I
Just play
mean, yeah,
us play us while you're sleeping. Some good old white
one
noise.
of our reviews said soothing voices, so
Yeah,
it'll help you sleep.
yeah.
Today,
This is
after a bit of
ASMR
a,
now.
oh yeah, do your catchphrase. I'm gonna say, "Good morning, it's 5 a.m." And then you say,
I forgot it.
I am offended at how early this is.
Yes, thank you. I couldn't remember the word offended. I remembered the second half of it.
Well, what word came to your mind?
Nothing. It was just a blank.
Just a blank? Wow, that's
Yeah, that
impressive.
happens so much. I just forget words completely, and then I can't think of another word, so I just sit there in silence while I debate
Have
what it is.
have you heard of that like disorder? And I don't know if it's real or not. I saw it in an episode of House, but like it's
Oh,
you can't remember nouns, and that's like my hell. Like you just like you know what you're trying to say, but you can't think of the noun, and it just would
yeah.
drive me literally insane.
It's
But
an actual
today,
disorder.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know,
look
look
it
it
up. You
up.
keep going. You keep.
We're gonna do a probably a preamble talking about nouns or something. Then we have a topic. It's called Almost Avengers. I have a list of actors who were almost cast or were in the running for each of the original six Avengers. And we're going to pick one for each of the characters and create our own new Avengers team, and then compare it to the original and see which is better. Which I think what they went with is probably perfect. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's our topic today. What was the disease or disorder real?
Anomic aphasia. But that aphasia, I think, is a language disorder as a whole. And
Okay.
people with anomic aphasia often forget verbs, nouns, and pronouns when speaking or writing.
If anyone out there has that, I am sorry.
Yeah, that sounds like a tough way to talk.
Yeah. Any Rhys for you pages this week?
The main one is it's similar
This
to
is
the
basketball again. I'm gonna cut you
it,
off
it is related to basketball,
every
but
time.
not in the same way. I
Stop
don't even
bringing
watch
sports into
I don't
this.
even watch basketball, so I think it's funny that so many of them are basketball related. But it's similar to the whistle one a long time ago, but it's LeBron James and he has like sun behind him, and then it just sings "You are my sunshine," and so it just keeps
Okay.
getting like I'm getting a For You page full of a bunch of those videos, so I'm just spamming people with them because I think it's funny.
I sent you a video last night. It was about a dolphin doing diarrhea, but then apparently it wasn't in the video. I didn't watch
It
it.
might have been. I watched it, but I was also doing something else, so I was kind of listening to it more than I was watching it, and then I couldn't comprehend everything the person was
I
saying.
saw an article that was like crazy, like dolphins use explosive diarrhea to fight off orca whales. And I was like, I need to send this to someone. And so I sent it to you.
I'm glad I was chosen. I'll look carefully next time. I'll watch it like
Okay.
immediately after this.
I could link that in the description and then someone could watch it.
How they could look it up if they're that interested.
Oh yeah, it's not that hard to find, I assume.
Yeah, or do that little,
Shoot.
oh wait, this isn't a YouTube video. I was gonna say that little link eye thing in
Oh
YouTube
yeah.
videos, you know? Yeah,
Just link
information page.
it just links to a video of a gross thing. Should we just get right into the topic or do you have any other uh preamble anecdotal
Nope.
evidence? Okay. So yeah, I might actually make part of this into a video and I'll just Photoshop the actors we choose as the characters.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do another intro for if I do this as a video, it'll be cleaner. Today we're going to go through actors who were almost cast or in the running for the original Avengers team, and we are going to choose one from each character and then create our own Avengers squad and
Nice.
compare it to the real one and see which is better. Let's start with Iron Man. Who plays Iron Man?
Who plays them?
There,
RDJ.
there is also a quiz element to this. And if you get any wrong, you owe me a chit.
I already gave you one.
I don't think I deserve that one. I
I
don't
think it's
think
reasonable.
I think it's yeah, but I've canceled episodes before. It's been a while, but I have. But
Eh,
all right, so for Iron Man, obviously Robert Downey Jr. Is iconic in the role.
can't be
But
topped.
it's hard to picture anyone else. I was like after I was reading through all these potential actors, I was like I can't see any of them really being Iron Man. Especially not the same Iron Man. Like I could see them in the role, but it wouldn't be the same. But
No.
we have Tom Cruise, which would be
Is
a
he
very,
too short?
I think, I mean, RDJ is like 4'3".
Oh,
In
I didn't
Iron
know
Man
that.
2, because Gwyneth Paltrow is really tall,
hmm
there's a scene where he's clearly wearing like boots with a lift on it to make him
hmm
taller. But Tom Cruise, I feel like I can see it. And if they do like a crazy, what's that Iron Man called? The crazy one, Immortal Iron Man.
I
That
know
was
the one
re
you're talking about. I don't remember what he's called.
Oh, Superior Iron Man or Supreme
Okay.
Iron Man, whatever it's called. I could see him being that role because
Uh-huh.
I he fits part of the character, I feel, but I can't picture him being like suave and charming. Like
No, I
Iron
picture
Man,
him in the Iron Man suit instead of flying around just sprinting.
oh
He's
yeah, he
just
would
on the field
insist
just
on many
booking
runs.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that would make Iron Man 3 better. You know what I
Anything would
mean?
make Iron Man or 2 better. Those are both really bad.
Uh, Other options we have Timothy Oliphant. Oliphant, do you know him?
I know the name, but I can never picture
He's
him.
in
I'm
Santa
like,
Clarita Diet. He's in The Mandalorian.
wait, what is it? Timothy Oliphant?
Yeah, amazing hair, really charming guy.
Oh, I've seen him in something recently.
Perhaps too tall. He's a very tall person,
How
but
tall is he?
100 feet tall.
Oh, well, that is too tall. Oh, he's
That's
only
too tall
six
for
foot.
Iron Man. I mean, but for Hollywood, that's really tall.
I guess.
We have Nicolas Cage.
I would
Can you?
hate that.
Yeah, I don't think that works at all. I
No.
know Nicolas Cage is a huge comic book fan, and obviously he's been cast in Ghost Rider, and he was in The Flash as Superman. He was almost Superman.
Yeah.
I
And I'm
cannot
okay with
picture
that. I
Nicolas
would,
Cage as basically any hero, as any superhero.
no, I can only see him as Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there is a character in Marvel or DC or something else that he'd be perfect for, but not Iron Man. Hugh
Or
Jackman.
Superman. That's insane. Oh,
Yeah,
Hugh
Superman.
Jackman.
No, Hugh Jackman I think works. It's hard
I
to
feel like he can be charming.
Oh, he's very charming. It's hard to
Yeah.
remove him
From
from
Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
So it's hard to kind of like, but he's got the range for it.
I mean, we'll see. We'd have a singing Iron Man, and I would enjoy that. Like, Iron Man 2 or 3 could be a musical.
Can you picture Hugh Jackman with the facial hair? Because I can't. I mean, I can picture him
No.
with facial hair, but not Iron Man facial hair. Because we gotta keep that in mind as well.
Yeah, I don't think Tom Cruise can grow facial hair.
No, I don't think. I mean,
Realistically, he probably can, but we're gonna say he
I
can.
feel like he could decide I'm going to grow facial hair and then tense up and then he grows it really fast, but I think it would look weird on his tiny face. Uh, Hugh Jackman, I think, is a good choice, but I don't think it would fit the. It's also hard to do this in retrospect because we got a full arc for Iron Man. So we have
Yeah.
to place this actor entirely into that characterization. But I think Hugh Jackman would be pretty good.
Isn't
Matthew
he also
McConaughey.
tall? Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey is pretty tall too. I think Hugh Jackman's tall. He's like 6'2", maybe.
Look it up. We'll just start ranking them by height. How tall is Iron Man supposed to be?
Honestly, I'd say
Hugh
5'10",
Jackman's six
5'11".
three.
That's bigger than Captain America.
Matthew McConaughey is 6 foot.
I
Iron
can't.
Man
Matthew
is six
McConaughey,
one.
that's with the armor. Certainly, right? Look up Tony
Iron
Stark
Man.
height.
Okay, I'll look up Tony Stark height. That'd be crazy if they give me different heights. 6'1".
What? Okay, I guess that works
Although
then.
RDJ is approximately 5'9".
I told you, little guy. I can't see Matthew McConaughey in the role at all.
I can't either.
I don't know. He's kind of fallen into a archetype. He's kind of typecast as whatever Matthew McConaughey is, like the stoner kind of
He's like
all right guy. But he did Interstellar. He did True
he's a little country
Detective.
guy.
But I don't think he'd be a good Iron Man or a Tony
I don't think
Stark.
so either.
Next up, we have a lot for Iron Man, by the way. Leonardo DiCaprio.
No.
Okay. Sam Rockwell. What do you think it's Leonardo DiCaprio?
Nothing. I just don't think he'd be a good Iron Man.
I don't think so
Like,
either.
phenomenal actor.
Yeah, Sam Rockwell. He's Justin Hammer in Iron Man 2.
Just the fact he's Justin Hammer means I feel like he could pull off Iron Man
I think
better
Sam
than a lot of
Rockwell
these people.
is one of my favorite actors. He is so amazing. I think he would have done a really good job, but again, I think not, I don't know if he'd fit the characterization would have been different if it was
Mhm.
Sam Rockwell. I think it would have been more comic accurate maybe.
Because RDJ's not comic accurate.
It became comic accurate after his performance to kind of change the character a little bit. But
Okay.
originally, because you know how like Tony Stark in the movies is he's funny and sarcastic and charming.
Hmm.
In the comics, he's like pretty serious and like has a drinking problem, and he's still like quippy on occasion, but
Hmm.
overall, he's mostly like not somber, but less fun.
Less of a sarcastic a-hole.
Yeah. Johnny Depp.
I could see him with the facial hair.
I was gonna say he's got the look for it, but I
Yeah.
don't think he's a good actor.
I think he's a fun actor.
I don't think he'd have done well. I can't picture him. Johnny Depp saying, and this is my bias, obviously, but Johnny
Hmm.
Depp saying like trying to act like he's smarter than everyone, like Tony Stark does, it would
Hmm.
seem hard to believe to me. I don't think he could pull that off.
Yeah, I feel like he has for the lack of a better word, the quirkiness of Tony Stark, like RDJ's, but his delivery is different, and so it would feel off.
Yeah, I would love to see him get beat up though by Captain America. I don't like Johnny Depp as an
Maybe it's
actor.
Johnny Depp. Oh,
I think he's a bad actor.
I
That's
think
not true.
he's
I think he's a good
crazy
actor, but
actor.
but he did Captain Jack Sparrow and then never did anything else,
Yeah.
which is frustrating
He
because
did
he's
Dark
better than that.
Shadows. The movie's horrible.
He did What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Was he Gilbert?
No, Leonardo DiCaprio was Gilbert Grape. Did you know Johnny Depp's older than Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yes.
Cool. Next up we have Rob Lowe, which
How
is
many lows could
interesting.
Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe could rob lows?
Probably most of them. He's pretty rich. But Rob Lowe and RDJ went to the same high school or something. So this would be a fitting choice if we go with Rob
Fitting.
Lowe.
If we go with how close they
Yeah.
are.
He's pretty charming.
Yeah, he's very charming.
The main thing I know him from is Parks and Rec,
Same.
but I don't think that's a bad choice.
Yeah, I
And
feel like he doesn't have the look, but he might be. I feel like he could pull it off.
yeah, I mean, I think you could give him facial hair. Next up we have John Hamm.
Oh, I love John Hamm.
I don't think it. I think it would have worked, but I don't like it that much. I wouldn't be upset if he was cast as Iron Man.
Yeah, I feel like he's too beefy.
He's a
Like
big guy.
he's a big guy, and that's not
Yeah.
Tony Stark.
Would
Tony
have been a
Stark's
great
kind of a
Batman, don't you think?
yes, I agree with
Yeah,
that.
still
He'd be
could,
a
I
great.
guess.
I've seen people. This is a fan cast, I think, but people have John Hamm as Batman's dad in Flashpoint.
Dad Man. That's his
Dad
name.
man, Bat Dad.
He
Yeah,
would be
because
a good Thomas Wayne, but
yeah.
we already have what's his face? We had Negan, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He was Thomas Wayne. Would have been great.
Oh, I think that's
He's
the other one. Yeah,
he's
but
like
they
a
look pretty
John
different.
Hamm type. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so out of those, who would you want to go with for Iron Man?
that's a lot of people.
Do you remember them
I feel
all?
like most of them. I remember most of them.
Because if you forgot any, that means that they're not good enough. I could read the list though, if you want.
I feel like most of them I can't see their look. Like I can't picture them as Iron Man. I can kind of picture Tom Cruise just because people put him like fan art and stuff as
Yeah.
the one superior Iron Man.
So are you gonna go with Tom Cruise? I'm thinking, and this is just my opinion.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
thinking either Timothy Oliphant, Sam Rockwell, or Hugh Jackman.
I like Sam Rockwell for some reason, and I
I
think
don't know how. I feel like he wouldn't be able to do the facial hair.
nah, look him up. I just pulled him up. He has facial hair.
Does I feel like he has a. And no offense, Sam Rockwell, if you're out there, you're allowed to punch me for this. But I feel like his like face is too small. It would look
No,
all squished.
if you look him up, the first like one, two, three, four of the first five photos have him with facial hair.
Okay, how does he look? Would you
It looks
bang,
pretty
marry,
good.
or kill him?
I would probably marry him. He seems like a chill dude.
Oh, he's so great. Okay, you want to go with Sam Rockwell then?
Yeah, and I think it'd be funny because he'd then go against himself as Justin Hammer.
I guess we could recast Justin Hammer. We can make it
As
Matthew
RDJ.
McConaughey.
Oh.
All right, next up, Captain America. I'm sure you've heard a few of these.
Woo.
Jonathan Krasinski.
I
Did
did
you know
not
about
know
this? Oh
that.
yeah,
I
no,
did not know about that.
there's a funny story. Look it up, everyone, if you want to, because I'm gonna butcher this. Unfortunately for you, Rhys, you have to listen to me tell you the story. But
Dang.
he went on some Graham Norton or some shit, was talking about how he auditioned for Captain America, like he put on the suit and everything, and
Mhm.
he was sitting there in the studio putting on the Captain America suit, and then Chris Hemsworth walked by and was like, "What's up, man?" And John Krasinski realized, because Hemsworth is like a god, or Krasinski was like, "No, this is not for me." And he like started taking off the suit.
Okay.
He can get really big. John Krasinski is really tall, and he got really ripped for some movie, 13 Hours or something.
Yeah.
He'd have to go blonde. Do you think he has the face for it?
I feel like he doesn't have the face for it.
Because he's got a boy face.
Yeah.
Is that
He's
what
not,
you're saying, Reese? That's not what I'm saying, but is that
as
what you're
as someone
saying?
who loves Captain America, Captain America looks like a Chad, and I feel like John Krasinski does not look
Yeah,
like a
but
Chad.
Chris Evans has a bit of a boy face. He's got like a face of a
I don't know.
of a
He's very
of a
clean
of a
cut.
Chad that you trust, like a Chad that you're
Yes.
like a golden
Yeah.
retriever face,
Yeah, like a boyish
a boyish
Chad.
charm to
A
that
golden
face.
retriever Chad. You're right.
So you don't think John Krasinski would work well?
I feel like he does have a friendly face.
Yeah, he's got. I think he could pull off the temperament. He could get big enough for Captain America.
Hmm.
I like him a lot as an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on. I didn't have a follow up to that. Ryan Philippe. You know who
Who?
that is? Me
No.
neither.
I'll look him up.
Ryan Felipe. I know. I looked him
Felipe.
up yesterday when I made this list.
He
Everyone out there, while Reese is
looks
looking this up,
familiar.
I was quick. Yeah, what's he in?
Nothing that I've seen. He's in I Know What You Did Last Summer.
What did you do last summer?
Don't worry about it, man. I actually don't
Okay.
know. I assume so they murdered someone. I was in
Yeah, I
Brooklyn
think so.
Nine-Nine at some point.
Probably as Ryan Felipe, I bet.
Yeah, I don't. That must be where I recognize him from, but I don't actually know him very well.
Oh, yeah, forewarning or disclosure, everyone. I went to several sources for these names, and I
Hmm.
took the ones that either I thought were interesting or got multiple confirmations from different websites, which doesn't necessarily mean anything because like,
There could be rumor.
Screen Rant saw a list on Collider and Collider saw the list on Reddit. And so it's just like a game of telephone.
Yeah,
So
where they
none of this is
slowly.
so some of these may not have ever even been remotely considered, but for our purposes, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right,
Um,
next up,
he
what do
has
you
the
think of
look.
Ryan Felipe?
That's it.
Okay, I don't know anything about this man.
Yeah, I don't
We'll put
either.
him in second place after Jonathan Krasinski. Wyatt Russell, apparently.
Oh, is that the other
He's
cap,
John Walker.
John Wayne?
Yeah. He has the look of a crazy, like he looks more like John Walker, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I agree. He looks
He looks like,
insane. They
I think
do a good job in that.
I think he looks like someone trying to look like Captain America.
Hmm.
But that is also because that's what his character is. But
Yeah.
I do think he could have pulled it off, but I haven't seen Wyatt Russell in enough things to know kind of his range. I've only seen him in that, I think.
I think he's in Mrs. Davis. I could be wrong about that.
He might be. He's in the new Apple TV Godzilla show. He's in I think
The Thunderbolts coming next year. But he's not in Mrs. Davis? Who the hell's in Mrs. Davis?
probably Mrs. Davis.
Where are you seeing? Oh, it is Wyatt Russell. They just lied to me.
Okay. How was he in that?
He's pretty good.
Okay. Moving on. This is kind of, I don't know. This one makes sense to be true, but it kind of seems like fans made this up. Sebastian
Okay.
Stan as Captain America.
He has the rugged Boy
I think
Scout face.
I think he's a lot better for Bucky.
Well, I agree.
I don't think he would have been I mean, he would have been a fine. He's a really solid actor, very
Can you picture
capable.
him blonde?
Yeah, but
I
I'm not
can't.
liking what I'm seeing. You know what I mean?
What if it's like a Ted and How I Met Your Mother going blonde thing,
Oh, maybe.
where
Uh,
it takes a bit, but then you love it. You realize how good it is.
Next up, we have Chris Pratt.
No.
Yeah, I think he could have done it, but I don't love it, you know?
Yeah.
We have next up Garrett Hedlund. Look him up.
Who? Garrett Headland?
Hedlund.
Headlund. My apologies.
Yeah, I can pull him up too, because I don't remember what this guy
Okay,
is.
I pulled him up. All
He's
it.
in Tron
Oh,
Legacy. He's got the look for it. He looks kind of like Wyatt Russell, but younger. Man, this guy's got great facial hair.
is this
Garrett
guy
Hedlund for
married to
Tony
Emma
Stark.
Roberts?
Why would I know that?
I don't, that's the one. Oh, he's 6'2".
Oh, that's
That
what.
works with Cap.
This
I don't
one's
know.
fine.
It's the first.
I have no problem with
There's a
this, but
random.
oh, he also auditioned for Peter Quill. The first trivia piece on IMDb auditioned for two Marvel roles, Steve Rogers and Peter Quill. Cool, cool, cool,
Yeah, I don't know if
cool.
he. Hey, I think he has the look.
Oh yeah, I think he would have been good. And then we have our final two. One of these is absolutely crazy, and the other one makes so much sense, and you'll see why.
Okay.
Chase Crawford. Don't look him up. I'm gonna tell you who he is. Do you know who he is?
Okay. No, I recognize
He's
the name.
he's the Deep.
Deep. No, he's that.
He's the Deep. He can't. He's
Yeah,
just
he
the
can't be
Deep.
anything else.
You know what I like about the Deep is he's a
His
super
relationship with what's his face?
Timothy.
Timothy. Yeah.
I mean, I love that obviously, but what I was gonna say is he is super like muscular, but in like a
Hmm.
normal person sense.
Yeah.
Like he's constantly wearing the costume which shows his guns, and he's like genuinely ripped. But you put him next to like Homelander, who has like a muscle suit,
Hmm.
like he looks tiny. Anyway,
It,
I like the Deep, or I like Chase Crawford. I don't know what else he's been in, but I can't see this. But
I
I'm sure
picture him
he,
as a really short Captain America for some reason.
yeah,
No
I feel
idea
like
how
he's
tall the
little,
Deep
right?
actually is. Yeah. He
We're
seems
just
little.
both we're just both picturing him next to Homelander, aren't we?
Yeah,
Or on
maybe.
top of a whale, which I fucking love the Deep, man.
I need
What a
to
great character.
rewatch The Boys. I know the season 4 is coming out, so I can just watch that. But
Yeah, what a great character. Fuck, I mean, he's a horrible person. I don't want people to,
well, yes.
but like, he's such a funny, like, he's just standing on a whale and he thinks he's gonna do something.
Yeah, he's
He's
just
like,
posing.
yeah, he's like, I'm a fucking hero and I can talk to fish, and so I'm on this whale. And then they just drive a speedboat through the whale and he's just horrified. Maybe I don't like him. I almost forgot what he did to Starlight, which is
Yeah,
horrible.
that's pretty screwed up. But he has a
Yeah.
after like that, 'cause he kind of has some character development where he isn't as shitty a person.
I mean, yeah,
And then he's just like the side gags. He's always like the
he's
side plot of him just
he's
doing
the
random
butt
shit
of
with
so
fish.
many jokes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which he deserves, that man. All right, this is our final one for Captain America. Jensen Ackles. Do you know who that is?
I do. That is Soldier Boy,
Soldier Boy.
who's
Uh,
literally a ripoff. He fits well, but mainly as Nomad, I feel like. Like I feel like he
okay.
works much better as the non-Boy Scout Captain America. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
I don't know, I think he would pull it off super well. Also, what do you
Yeah,
think of him for Batman? For the next Batman, James Gunn's Batman.
I think that'd
I
work
think he'd be
well.
great. He's got the voice for it. He's got the look. He got super muscular, and then everyone on the show was like, just had them. Why didn't you just ask him to put it in your suit, like muscles in your suit? And he's like, fuck. So he got ripped for no reason. But I think he would have been great. Who are you leaning towards for Captain America?
I don't know if this is recency bias, but kind of Jensen Ackles
I want to go with Jensen Ackles too. Either him or John Krasinski.
or the Deep. Oh,
No, the deep is the deep.
yeah.
And spoiler alert, maybe the deep shows up on this list somewhere else.
Is it? No, this is Marvel, so it can't be Aquaman. Is it Hawkeye?
No, we'll get
Is it
there.
Black
Or we
Widow
won't.
somehow?
So do you want to do Jensen Ackles or
Oh,
John
Jensen Ackles. I
Krasinski?
can't see
Jensen
John
Ackles.
Krasinski as Captain America.
Yeah, I think John Krasinski would have been a really good. I mean, he was Reed Richards, but if they actually cast him, I think he would have been really good in that role.
I think he would have been
Uh,
better than. Well, Pedro Pascal is an incredible actor, so I'm sure it'll
I
work
mean,
out.
we've only seen one image of him, and he looks good
I
as
know
Reed Richards.
he looks strange to me. I don't know why.
Did you see that Willem Dafoe got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame recently?
Hmm.
Which good for him, he deserves it. But the people who were there to support Willem Dafoe, I don't know, I can't remember who else, but Pedro Pascal was one of them. And I'm like,
That's cool.
I'm sure they're friends, but what is he doing there?
He's
I was
just that
picturing
kind of guy. He just shows up,
just a good dude. All right, let's go
Yeah.
on to Thor. You've probably heard some of these again.
Low key.
Yeah, Tom Hiddleston auditioned for Thor, and there's footage of it. What the fuck? Like,
I can't see him being ripped enough. I'm sorry, Tom Hiddleston.
he I he is so perfect for Loki,
Yeah.
and he'd be perfect for a lot of roles out there, but I cannot see him as Thor at all.
No, I don't think that would work.
And I think when he auditioned, and this is a Rand theory,
Okay.
a conspirand theory. That wasn't very good. Uh,
No.
I reckon he was
Conspiracy is right there. Just give it to me.
no, it's my theory. I think they
No,
had him
just give it to
audition
me.
as you fine. This is Rhys's theory. His conspiracy theory. I think they had him audition for Thor because in a sense Loki is kind of like he wants to be Thor. He doesn't
Hmm.
want to be Thor, but he wants to, everyone loves Thor, everyone hates Loki. Not the fans, but like the world.
Yeah.
And Loki is not Odin's favorite son. And so I think they had him audition for Thor for that reason, which is just kind of bullshit. I don't think that's actually true. This is a terrible theory, Reese. What are you
I'm sorry.
wrong
I
with
just
you?
was trying to be cool.
Other than Tom Hiddleston, we have Alan Ritchson, which we talked about a couple weeks ago. He's got the look for it, but I can't see him doing a British accent. And then we talked about whether or not Thor has a British accent for a
Yeah, I
while.
forgot about that.
And he does, I
Does
think.
he? I still
I
don't think he
didn't
does.
check, but I'm pretty sure he does. I think he would have been great.
He would
I
have
don't
been
know.
huge.
Yeah, he's giant. I mean, he wasn't giant back then, though. He was like a fit dude. He
Can
probably would have
you?
gotten giant, but
I'm trying to picture him with the wig, long,
oh
glowing
yeah,
hair.
and a beard. Did Thor ever have a beard? He had a small beard,
He does
but
in
like,
Endgame.
wait, no, he must have a beard because
Yeah,
he says to Captain America, "You copy my beard."
yeah. So he does in at
So
least three movies.
did he have a beard in
I
Endgame?
don't.
Not Endgame. We just talked about that. Age of Ultron.
I don't know about Age of Ultron. I feel like in the
I
first
think he
two
had a.
Thors, in Age of Ultron and Avengers, he didn't have a beard.
I think
Maybe
in
a
the.
little bit in the first
I
Thor.
feel like he had like a little beard, like
Yeah.
a well cropped beard. Okay. Also, we have Daniel Craig, who was cast supposedly as Balder the Brave. I think that's the name in
James Bond.
Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, it's James Bond. He, I
Huh.
think, had the role, then dropped out or something like that. But yeah, he was going to be in Multiverse of Madness as Balder. Giant guy, not very tall, but big.
No, he's very short. I
Uh,
can't picture him with long hair either.
yeah, or a
He
beard.
has to be wearing a suit at all times.
Yeah,
He could do a British accent though.
he is
I
British
don't think he needs a British accent.
for Thor.
Yeah, because Thor's not British.
I mean, he's
But
not
yeah, he
British,
can
but
obviously
he
do a British
speaks in a
accent.
British accent. Next up, we have Joel Kinnaman. Do you know him? He's Rick Flag.
Oh, I feel like I could see him as Cap,
Yeah, that works, sorta, I guess.
not Thor though.
No. I mean, he's tall. He's more rangy, though. He's tall and thin, but like in a fit sort of way. Does he have the chops for it, though? The acting chops to be a buffoon. Can he
Yes,
pull that
I
off?
think
Okay.
everyone can pull it off.
I think that's fine. Charlie Hunnam,
Who?
who was in Sons of Anarchy, he's in a bunch of stuff. He's got the
I
look
was,
for it. He genuinely could be a good
what's his name? Charles
Charlie Hunnam.
Charlie Hunnam. Oh yeah, he definitely has to look for it.
Yeah. Alexander Skarsgård. He was
Ah,
Tarzan.
I feel
This
like
guy is
the
fucking huge.
if he was Tarzan, he definitely has the look. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he
That'd be
definitely
kind
has the
of,
look. Probably
and
the
then
acting because he
he
can.
could have acted alongside his dad, Stellan Skarsgård.
Who's
They could have been
Stellan?
like, he's Professor Selvig or Dr. Selvig.
Oh, don't think this
Yeah.
guy gave birth to that guy.
He didn't birth him. He probably paid for him at like an adoption clinic. I don't know what I'm saying. All right, and this one is gonna make sense to you. Chase Crawford. No, I'm just kidding. The Deep is not on this list.
Dang it,
Liam Hemsworth. The final
that
two
does make
in
sense.
the
Yes.
final two in the running for Thor supposedly were Chris Hemsworth, Liam Hemsworth, not Luke Hemsworth. The third Hemsworth was not allowed in the room.
Is he ever? That's kind of sad.
He's a great Hemsworth. He's better than Liam at acting, I'd
Is
say.
he in anything?
He's in Westworld.
Oh, well, I haven't seen Westworld. He's in Love
That's
and
your
Thunder,
fault.
apparently,
Yeah, he plays
and
he's
Ragnarok.
he's one of the actors in the little
Oh,
play. He
I
plays
think I knew
Thor.
that actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Liam Hemsworth would have been fine. He's the worst of the Hemsworths, in my
What about
opinion.
the fourth Hemsworth brother?
Steve Hemsworth.
Yeah. I don't actually know if that's true. I know it's the joke in The Good Place, but I think
They
that's
don't have a
what
fourth
it is.
Hemsworth, I'm pretty sure.
Is it the fourth Hemsworth brother, The Good Place? Larry Hemsworth.
Larry. All right. Liam Hemsworth, I think, would have been good, but I'm glad Chris got it over him. No offense, Liam.
Me too. I think Chris fits much better.
Yeah.
Christopher.
Channing Tatum.
No.
Too brick-headed.
Yes. The face was
Okay.
the issue. Not that it's a bad face, Channing Tatum. Don't worry.
I feel like Channing Tatum has a perpetual like smirk, like a smug kind of like, but also not like smug in like a confident way, just smug kind of like he's about to start laughing at a poop joke at any moment.
Yeah. No,
I
I
get,
don't. He's comedic though, so that would at least help with the later movies.
yeah, that's true. And then lastly, and this was on a bunch of lists, but I'm pretty sure this was never in contention for this version of Thor when they were gonna make a when they consider making an Iron or not Iron Man, an Avengers movie like in the 90s. This would have been perfect. Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt is
Older Chris.
Yeah, I was gonna say Chris Hemsworth is like the new Brad Pitt. They don't do exactly the same roles, but I think
Yeah, I feel like
anything.
Brad Pitt's a little bit more of an actor. No offense to Chris Hemsworth, I love him.
Yeah, I don't know. If we were to cast a '90s Avengers team, Tom Cruise, Iron Man, Brad Pitt, Thor,
Baby Chris Evans as Captain America.
Little Evans. Who do you want to go with for Thor?
I honestly really like the Skarsgård brother.
That's a really good
I
choice.
forget his first name. Alexander.
Alexander.
I really liked him. His Tarzan look was like almost perfect for Thor, I felt like.
Have you seen those like TikTok for you pages of
Entire For You pages.
I don't know how TikTok works. You know that about me. It's people debating who'd win in a fight, the Skarsgård brothers or the Culkin brothers.
Oh yeah, the Skarsgård would destroy the Culkin brothers.
And they asked Kieran Culkin about
Yeah.
this. And Kieran was like, they're fucking huge. Like, we would die.
Yeah, Kieran Culkin's a small little guy.
And Macaulay Culkin's tall, and I guess he looks like he could snap, but like they would not
Yeah,
win.
but so do the Skarsgård brothers.
That's true.
You have people like, except for Alexander, I feel like they're known for kind of being a little creepy looking. Like that's
Was
why he's in
Alex
so many horror movies.
which one was in
It?
fuck. No, that's Bill.
Yeah,
What's
that's
in
Billiam.
the one about the titty lady, as you called it?
Oh, Barbarian? I think is
Yeah.
that also
Is that
Bill?
also Bill?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he actually like that was perfect because if you know have you seen the movie?
Barbarian, yeah.
Yeah, because he's meant to be like a red herring and he's the creepy guy because he looks a little creepy even though he's a nice dude.
Yeah.
And then bam,
Monster
titty
lady. All right. I think I would go with Brad Pitt if we're doing a 90s Avengers movie. He'd still work now, but yeah, let's go with Alexander Skarsgård. All right, Hawkeye. We only have
The
two for
deep.
this. I could only find two options for this. Josh Holloway.
Josh Holloway. That sounds like a
I don't know
baseball
who
player.
that is. It might be.
Like a first baseman. Josh Holloway. Oh, what? There's a picture of him photoshopped as Batman Justice League.
Which Justice League?
The Justice League, like the
Oh,
little poster
really?
they have, and his
It's
face is just
weird.
over Batman for some reason.
Is it a good Photoshop or is it like a
No,
really?
it's like a joke. I don't know anything this guy's
Oh,
in.
he's in Lost. I haven't seen
I
much of
haven't seen
Lost.
Lost.
He's
He's
in
in
Mission
Ghost
Impossible.
Protocol.
I have seen Ghost Protocol.
He's in
I don't.
Yellowstone. You could ask Mama Brenda.
Okay, I'll call her.
He's in Yo Gabba Gabba as Farmer Josh. Okay, let's
Okay,
get this
well,
dude.
all right. So the only two options for this for Hawkeye, or three, I guess, and they went with Renner. But the other one, Jensen Ackles,
Really?
because he lost the role of Captain America,
Uh-huh.
and they offered him Hawkeye, or he turned down Captain America and they offered him Hawkeye. One of the two.
See, I think he's better than Josh Holloway, but we already picked Jensen
But
Ackles, didn't we?
also, that'd be really interesting. What a dynamic they'd have in
Yeah,
the
they
movie
look
if
identical. But
Hawkeye and Captain America looked the same.
should we pick John Krasinski and then use Jensen Ackles for Hawkeye?
I mean, what do you have against Josh Holloway, Reese?
I don't know anything about him, so I feel like I can't pick him. Like he doesn't look bad or anything.
Jensen Ackles is a lot more terrifying than Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
Like if I were facing off against Jeremy Renner, I'd be a little bit scared because I've never fought someone, but also I'd be like, that's just a guy. But if fucking Soldier Boy walks in with a bow and arrow, I am peeing myself.
Yeah, Josh Holloway, I feel like has a similar look to Renner.
I don't know, he's kind of chiseled.
Yeah.
Nah,
So
he looks like a Viggo Mortensen from
who?
Aragorn from Lord of the Rings. I
Oh.
mean, we could go with he's in Community. He's the Black Rider.
Oh, okay, now
Yeah.
I want him.
You want him?
I want him now.
Okay.
I
Sorry,
didn't get that
Jensen
far on
Ackles.
IMDb. We already picked him for that arguably better role. Actually,
I
Hawkeye never loses. So,
Well, he lost to Loki immediately. He got
well,
mind
yeah, and then,
controlled.
well, have you heard this? Like, he joined Loki's side. They won, and then he
Yeah.
got stopped by controlling. Then the Avengers won. Then they won at Age of Ultron. He wasn't there in Infinity War, and they lost. He was there in Endgame, and they won. So he's just
I
carrying the
guess he
team.
is the lucky charm.
Yeah,
Black Widow. You've probably heard some of these. Emily Blunt. I think she like very nearly got the role.
I can see her. I like her a lot.
Yeah, I think she would have been really good. Jessica Biel.
Is that Sue Storm?
No, the next one
Who am I
is
thinking of?
Jessica Alba, who
Alba.
is
Okay.
she is also on this list. I don't know why they considered her. Like, no offense, Jessica Alba, but it's not like you did a good job with Sue Storm. I mean, you did a good job,
You've done the
but
best job so far.
yeah, for what you were told to do, you did it on that
Yeah.
movie. But that movie really held you back. So I guess maybe I'm being too unfair.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like either of the Jessicas.
Okay. Gemma Arterton.
Gemma Archerton?
Yeah, you
How do you
heard
spell
me.
Gemma Archerton? Oh, I spelled it right.
Gemma.
Oh, I feel like oh wait, no. I thought she was there's a couple photos where I was like, she looks badass. And then the second photo is her just smiling. Not that that
Okay.
takes away anything, but it immediately changed my mind about her looking badass.
Well, I mean, you can be both badass
No,
and
you
part of
can.
being a spy is you have to sometimes look like you're just smiling. Sometimes you gotta look badass.
No, I feel like she works
I think
better
she
than
works
the
too.
Jessicas. I like her so far. She's probably my favorite.
Angelina Jolie supposedly was up for it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
don't know
mean,
either.
I feel like I mean no offense to Jolie when I say I feel like she might have been too old for the role when this was happening. Not
Yeah, I
not by
mean,
much, but like
well, Black Widow would have been. I think Scarlett Johansson was like 25.
actually maybe I'm just picturing her right now. Let me look at
Angelina Jolie 2012.
2012. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was definitely
But
just picturing her today. She's not actually that old.
I mean, if we pick her for Black Widow, that means we don't get her as Thena.
I did like her as
I
I
think
feel
she's
like
one of the
she
best
did
parts of
well.
Eternals.
Yeah.
Okay, so who do you want to go with for Black Widow? I'm leaning towards Emily Blunt.
All right, I like Emily Blunt and Gemma.
Okay, let's go Emily Blunt then.
Okay.
All right, next up we have the Hulk. And this is a little bit interesting because some of the casting choices, it was never clear if they were up for the MCU role, if they were up for the same role as Edward Norton, or after he left for the
Mhm.
2012 Avengers movie, or if he was up for the role of the 2004 Ang Lee movie.
Okay.
Johnny Depp, he's made a return as
Johnny Depp as
as
Hulk.
Bruce Banner. Yeah.
No,
No,
that man
again, I
cannot
can't.
pull off Hulk.
Can you picture him like being a scientist? Because I
No.
can't. As I established earlier, he'd be saying smart things, and I'd be like, Johnny Depp, I don't know. He'd be too weird with it. Steve Buscemi. This works really well, I think.
I want him so badly to be Hulk.
Okay, well, we'll keep that in the back of our mind.
I just
They,
picture Hulk with Steve Buscemi's face. I know
all right,
that's
we have
not how
to.
Hulk works,
Well, yeah,
but
but
like,
they only did it in the Avengers, but they actually modeled Hulk's face after
Ruffalo,
the
yeah.
actor. Like you can tell it's the same character. They didn't do that with the Incredible Hulk. They didn't do that with Ang Lee's version.
Imagine they did that with Buscemi.
He'd be good. I like that. David Duchovny, who's in the X-Files
Dukoff.
and Californication. He'd
Very
work.
interesting last name. Dukoff.
Nee,
Oh, I looked it up and David Dabosky came up.
that's not correct. But what do you think he'd make a good Hulk? David
I
Dabosky?
haven't gotten to him yet. Oh, maybe. I
I
feel
think
like
he would have
he.
worked really well.
Yeah. I mean, I've never seen him in anything, so I don't know his
He's a
acting.
good actor. I like him.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't seen him in that
I'll
many
trust you.
things. Yeah. Next up, Jeff Goldblum. He already played a
No.
scientist in Jurassic Park. No, he played a mathematician.
I feel like
So
he also would be too quirky. Like I
too
think he'd
quirky.
work better than Johnny Depp. 'Cause I could
Every
see him.
David Dabosky works better than Johnny Depp.
I could see him being in like not that Johnny Depp's stupid, but I could see Jeff Goldblum being intelligent as Hulk. But then I still feel like he'd be too weird. He'd be Jeff
Yeah,
Goldblum, and
his
that wouldn't work as
mannerisms would.
Bruce Banner.
No, I mean, he would work in Ragnarok when Bruce Banner gets super weird for a little bit.
Yeah.
But okay, Matthew McConaughey.
Oh my God, no.
I don't know why
I
he
don't know
keeps
why.
coming up.
I don't know why I found that so funny, but I can't picture him as anything.
Yeah, I can picture him as like Mephisto.
I only know
Okay,
Mephisto from the one level in Ultimate Alliance.
Mephisto's in Ghost Rider the movie, I think.
He is?
Yeah,
Oh.
not in a fiery demon form, but just as an old guy. I think he is.
Oh, I don't remember that at all.
Liev Schreiber, who you might know
Wee,
as you don't have
wee.
to look him up, Sabretooth from X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh,
He works.
I think he does work.
Yeah,
I like his face.
I'll let him know.
He'd work, his face would work well as Hulk's.
And this one is my favorite, Joaquin Phoenix.
Like
I can't
Joker?
believe. Yeah, I
I don't
think
know if I
that's
can see him as
perfect.
Bruce Banner.
He was almost Doctor Strange. Did you know
I've
that?
only seen. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
But
he was
I've
almost
only
Doctor
seen him
Strange.
as Joker. Like I feel like I don't know him from any other role.
Okay, let me pitch something to you.
Okay.
Picture Arthur Fleck from the Joker movie.
Okay.
Replace the fact that it's the Joker with the character the Hulk. The movie works better.
When he gets
It
angry, he just starts
it
punching
makes
people.
more sense because the Hulk is actually a character that you should try to have empathy for.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think Joaquin has to look for it. I think he would have had a really fun time doing it.
Yeah.
Like he would have enjoyed it. But yeah, what are you leaning towards for the Hulk? Oh, and Chase Crawford.
Was it actually?
No. Do you think
I was
they
gonna say
cast?
Chase. I feel like Chase Crawford works. He feels like Edward Norton to me, and I mean
That's a
I
good
wasn't
point,
a huge
actually.
fan of
He's
Edward Norton, but
yeah, interesting. Do
I
you think
think
they
Chase
cast?
Crawford.
I guess. Do you think they cast Chase Crawford as the Deep because Craw is in his last name, so it's kind of like crawfish?
Do you think he told them his name was Chase Crawfish, and they're like,
I
"Well, he's
bet.
perfect."
I think that's what happened. Yeah. So you want to go with Chase Crawford for the Hulk?
What? No, not for Hulk, for Bruce Banner,
Okay.
because
I'm
outside of that,
leaning
it doesn't
towards.
matter.
I'm gonna narrow this down to four in my
Four.
eyes.
Okay,
I think work really well. Steve Buscemi, not because
funniest
of his
option.
look. No, I think Matthew McConaughey is the funniest option to me for some reason. Because I imagine
Yeah,
he like when he becomes the Hulk, he just keeps the same body type for some reason.
he just turned
So he's
green,
just
and then
taller. He just turns
he'd
green.
just stop saying. He'd stop having his like Southern charm and just be like, "Now, hey, y'all." He'd be like
Okay.
a rude Southerner.
Steve Buscemi, David Duchovny, Liev Schreiber, Joaquin Phoenix,
And Chase Crawfish.
and Chase Crawfish.
I don't know what word I'm looking for. I have it, but I forgot what it's called. I'll let you choose. So I assume it'll be Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really partial to any of them. I don't know who would be my
I
favorite.
mean, you got pretty happy when I said Steve Buscemi. I think Joaquin Phoenix is my favorite choice. Steve
Okay, we can
Buscemi
go with
would work
Joaquin.
well aside from the look. I know you.
I can see him as a scientist, and especially because he was the one in Spy Kids.
Okay, good poll.
But I just can't
I
picture
feel
him
like
as
Steve
as
Buscemi
a
is kind of like I don't know. He's got kind of like the manic. I can picture him just kind of like being really scared to get angry and like on the run.
yeah,
You
can you
know.
picture him saying, "That's my
It's
secret, Cap. I'm always angry," and then punching it?
oh yeah. That'll be our metric for this. Johnny Depp would be terrible saying that. He'd be like, "It's my secret. I'm always angry." That's my Johnny Depp impression. Could
That
you
was a
hear
good
it?
Johnny Depp impression.
David Duchovny, I don't know what he sounds like. I can't do an impression. Jeff Goldblum would be like, I don't know what. I'm terrible at impressions.
Like, "That's my secret, Cap," and then like move his eyes side to side for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Be like, oh, that's my secret cat. I'm always angry. And then he like twitch a little bit. And then the
Yeah.
cap would get eaten by that giant fish. And then Chase Crawfish shows up riding that giant fish. Liev Schreiber. Did I say him in my four?
Yeah, you did say him in your four.
He works well, I think. He's in a show called Ray Donovan, I think. Commuter Ray Donovan.
Not her. That sounds like a person, not a show.
I haven't seen it, but apparently in the first episode, it's like I think it's about a fixer. Like it's like a guy who solves problems for the mob or not. But he goes up to a guy, he's like, "What do you want? You want the bat or the bag?" And the bat is a baseball bat.
What's the bag?
And the guy is like, "What's in the bag?" And he's like, "Do you want the bat or the bag?" And so the guy picks the bag, and then Ray Donovan paints him green,
Oh, that's so funny.
which in many ways is like the
Works.
Hulk.
Who does he paint green? Let's make him the Hulk.
That's his line instead of "That's my secret cap." He says, "I picked the bag cap," and then he paints himself green. All right, let's go with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Nick Fury. There is only one option for this, and it's not even for the MCU. Remember
Oh,
how Andre Brower is in Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer?
no.
Yeah, he plays General something. But apparently
General Brower.
they wanted that character to be Nick Fury, but they couldn't get him, or they just decided not to. So they made it whatever that character's name is. But they were trying to get George Clooney as Nick Fury, which
He has the
that
look,
works. Yeah,
for
that
sure.
works
Yeah.
really well for white Nick Fury. But I'm pretty sure they had to cast Samuel Jackson because Sam Jackson could have sued them for just stealing his likeness in the Ultimate Comics.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll pick George Clooney. And then
Yeah, that works
finally,
for the white Nick Fury.
yeah, finally we have Loki. We have three for this, and one of them I bet is not true.
Is it Chase Crawfish?
I wish. I mean, he'd be a great Loki, don't you think? Can you picture Chase Crawfish being British? Because I can't.
I can picture him clearly having a fake British accent.
Yeah, he'd do a good fake British accent. First up, we have Jim Carrey, which, of course, they would go for that. I hate that.
I do too. I
It
think it's a
works
similar to
well.
Johnny Depp kind of thing.
I don't like Jim Carrey. I think he's really talented at what he does, but I don't think what he does is very funny.
I agree with you.
It's really annoying in my opinion.
Yeah, it's obviously just not our kind of humor, but
Yeah.
I don't enjoy a lot of the like I like the Truman Show. That's a great movie.
Oh yeah, no, when he does or like what's that one when he erases some memories?
Eternal
Yeah,
Sunshine.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. He's really good in that. I think when he does acting, he's really good, but when he does like Ace Ventura, The Mask, like physical comedy, it's impressive what he can do, but I think it's the most obnoxious thing in the world. So I do think he'd be a good Loki. Apparently he was the first choice by the studio, but then they realized that he's a lot older than everyone, I'm pretty sure.
Um,
But yeah, next up we have Josh Hartnett.
Hartnett.
Yeah, Joshua Hartnett.
Name actually Joshua Hart.
No, I mean maybe, probably, but that's not what it goes
Joshua
by.
Hartnett. Oh, wait, who is this for? Loki?
Yeah, I think he'd be a good Hawkeye.
Wait, can I share my screen? I want to show you this picture. I can see it in this Hawkeye. Share. Oh, I hit chat.
What is the picture?
Give me it's for the Penny Dreadful wiki. It just has a little smirk.
Okay, is
I
it a
think
Loki? Is it a Loki smirk?
no. Hold on. Look at this. Look at him. Look at him. No
Aw,
one else can see this. Look at his
I
little
mean
smirk.
he kind of has the look
Looks
for
happy.
Loki. I can see him as Loki.
Yeah.
I mean I don't hate it.
This one looks like a young Leo.
He does. Look up Josh Hartnett, Loki. See if there's any.
Ah.
uh,
Okay, does this work for you? It does not work for me.
it works for me, but not in the way they were hoping. I
Yeah.
mean,
I feel like this is a good picture. Like he clearly can work as
he
Loki. He'd
looks,
just be a
yeah.
very different Loki, obviously. Like I don't think he'd work. The hair wouldn't work, but the comic outfit, I feel like would work.
Yeah, I'd like it better than Jim Carrey.
Well, look, this is Jim Carrey right here.
Jim Carrey is like, first of all, he's already played Loki sort of in The Mask because The Mask is a thing from Loki. Like
Oh.
Loki created The Mask. And finally, Charlie Cox, Daredevil.
Ah, I knew I recognized that name.
I don't.
I don't know if I just can't see him as not Daredevil, you know?
Well, look up Charlie Cox Stardust. Remember
Loki?
Stardust?
Sorry, is that the angel that fell as a star or something movie?
Yeah, it's the best Princess Bride movie that's not The Princess Bride. Henry Cavill's in it.
He is? Is he the
Yeah.
star?
No, he's like a Robin Hood knight, like a buffoon. I don't know. I don't remember that movie very well, but we'll watch it together when you're back.
Okay.
We'll get popcorn. We'll put on our costumes, our Stardust costumes, and then watch Stardust. I can't see him as Loki. I don't know. I cannot imagine this one's real.
Yeah, the hair works. That's kind of the only thing.
Does it?
The Stardust hair, it fits.
Oh, the Stardust hair. I mean, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know anything about the past two actors, though.
You know Jim Carrey.
Yeah, the past two. Like this one and the last one.
Oh, I
Sorry.
thought you were talking about before Charlie
No,
Cox.
no. I phrased that poorly. I forgot that was Charlie Cox. I was looking at the Stardust pictures of him and was like,
Yeah,
wow.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we have to go with Jim Carrey, even though
No,
He
I'm
would
going
have
with the second
fucking
one.
Josh Hartnett. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
I don't
going with
want to
Josh Hartnett.
look again. Jim Carrey, very talented, good actor when he's acting. I don't like his comedy. I do think it's impressive. I wish I could be that rubbery, but I feel like he'd be. It depends on which way he plays Loki. Because if we get a Jim Carrey who's acting sincerely and like sinister and stuff, that would work. But if he's being goofy and like making sound effects and like stretching himself in weird ways, like contorting his face, I would hate that.
I feel like that would work in like an Adam West Batman style
He would have
Marvel
been a good. Oh,
movies.
he
Yeah.
was the Riddler. I was gonna say he'd be a good the Riddler in a role where he's obnoxious, but he was, and I
Yeah.
hated it.
No, I feel like we have the Avengers we picked, and then I feel like for most people we have like a quirky, really weird choice group that we could have, like the quirky Avengers,
Oh yeah,
where
we can.
we have Jim
We'll pick
Carrey as Loki.
uh
There's not really we'll figure
Jeff
this out
Goldblum as
afterwards.
Hulk.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum as Hulk. We
Goldblum
have
as
Johnny
Hulk.
Depp as whoever else he was up for, Iron Man.
Iron Man. I guess who's quirky out of the Black Widow cast? One of the
I couldn't.
Jessicas, Jessica Alba, I guess.
Jessica Alba.
Hawkeye, Chase Crawford, Thor, I guess Channing Tatum,
Wait, which one
or
had Matthew McConaughey?
Hulk and Tony Stark.
Okay, no, that does. I feel like Channing Tatum would be a funny Thor.
Yeah,
Unless
Captain
is there a really
America.
skinny one that would work as Thor? Like a really short, skinny guy?
Let me look. I guess Daniel Craig's not skinny, but he's short. Alan Richson, not short or
No, he
skinny.
would. Yeah,
Biggest man to ever live.
probably Channing Tatum then.
Yeah, Channing Tatum. For Captain America, I guess who's the quirkiest out of this? Chase Crawford.
Yeah, Chase Crawford again.
Even though he picked him as Hawkeye, even though
Yeah,
Hawk and Iron Man, dude, I don't
Johnny Depp.
want. No, we're picking Matthew McConaughey.
Well, then Johnny. Wait, what's the other option for Johnny Depp? Hulk.
No, he just doesn't get picked because I don't like him. Steve Buscemi, no, Jeff Goldblum for Hulk. We can
Steve
make Johnny
Buscemi is
Depp
funnier
Nick
for Hulk.
Fury. Yeah, but it's not quirky. I mean, it could be quirky. How quirky is Steve
Okay, that's
Buscemi?
fair.
Thought Baby. How
Jeff.
quirky is Steve Buscemi?
I mean, I've never seen him in a serious role, but that doesn't mean he hasn't been in one. I guess he was in Fargo.
Did you ever watch Fargo?
I did watch
The
Fargo.
movie?
Yeah.
What'd you think? Did you cry?
It was no.
Did
It
you?
was entertaining, but it was definitely like worse than the show.
Wow.
I looked up.
Controversial, maybe.
I don't know. But I did look up at one singular list that ranked all the Coen brother movies.
Yeah, was it number one?
It was number one, and that surprised me because I thought it was either going to be No Country for Old Men, like
Yeah.
for sure, or Oh Brother Where Art Thou?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would have put No Country at number one. Fargo would be
Yeah,
in the top few, I think, but I
yeah.
don't know for
I
sure.
haven't seen all their movies, obviously.
We could do Nicolas Cage for Iron Man. Is that
We
more
should.
quirk? Yeah, let's do that for Iron Man. That's quirky as
That
fuck.
is definitely
So
I
who are
can
we
picture
going with
all
for
that
Loki
for Loki for the quirky one or just in general.
in general? Let's
The
go Josh
second guy.
Hartnett because I don't want
Yeah.
to lose Charlie Cox as Daredevil. Even though for Daredevil, the guy from Dexter was almost Daredevil, and that works so well.
Who's the guy from Dexter?
Michael C. Hall.
Michael
I think
C.
he would have
Hall.
been a bit too old to play that version, but he's got the build. Like basically, look up Dexter black shirt. He just looks like Daredevil.
Dexter
Or to look up
Blackshirt.
Michael C. Hall Daredevil.
Yeah, it just gave me a bunch of shirts. Hall. I feel like when Michael C. Hall is like younger and has no facial hair, he reminds me of Josh Groban in Mindhunter.
Who the fuck is Josh Groban?
Did I say the wrong name? The main guy in.
That guy's name is not Josh Groban. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
it's not Josh Groban. You're right. It's Josh something. What is it?
I don't know. He's in
He's in Hamilton. He's the
yeah,
king.
he's in something else too. Oh, he's in that new Shyamalan movie, New-ish. Knock at the Cabin.
Jonathan Groff.
Look up Josh Groban. Who's
I
Josh
did.
Groban?
I haven't the faintest idea why that name came to mind. I don't even know who this is. He's an American singer-songwriter.
Okay.
Do I know songs from him?
I don't know. Let's play a Josh Groban song. I'll play a Josh Groban song for us. Don't worry.
Okay.
Josh Groban.
Top Love Songs 2022 playlist.
Oh, look at his little face.
Yeah, how do I
He looks so wholesome. He does kind of look like a combination of Michael C. Hall and that guy you were talking about.
Jonathan Groff?
Yeah, Jonathan Groff. All right, we'll play the song. I'm gonna find a funny song of his. Man, he just sings all that echoes. This one's called "She Moved Through the Fair."
Uh,
Don't sue me, Joshua.
I can't even hear it,
Okay.
so you probably won't get
Oh wait,
sued.
what am I doing? Should you hear it?
No,
How can you not hear it? I'm putting it up to the microphone.
I don't hear it.
What?
I can hear there's something, but I can't, like, none of it can be made out. So
Wow, that
you're not
sucks.
gonna get sued, don't worry. I'll just,
All right,
I'll,
don't worry, I'll send this song to you real quick. Share.
I'll listen to it and then
Rhys.
put my review
She
into our
moved
Discord
through the
for those who want to
fair.
join.
Oh yeah.
Does anyone join?
I don't know. I can't get it on my phone.
Let me look.
Discord sucks, man. I mean, it's great, I
It's so easy
assume.
to get on your phone. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it won't let me log
Or
in.
is it your old? I thought that was with your old account.
Well, no, because it wouldn't let me log into my old account, so I had to make a new one. And then
Yeah.
on my computer, when I went onto my phone, it had logged into my old account, so I signed out and tried to log back into my new account. Wouldn't let me.
Why? What does it
I
say?
don't know.
It should tell you something like
Well,
username.
I didn't do this recently. Hold on. Discord, log in. I don't remember what my name is, man. It's been a while. Rand.
Pull it
There
up.
we
You have
go.
it on your computer.
Rand.
You can find all your information on it.
Here we go. I did it. I am human. Maybe it doesn't think I'm human. Yeah, I fucking put it in and it said password is invalid, but it's
Oh,
saved in iCloud. Oh well. I'll
oh.
just use my computer. It doesn't
Maybe
matter.
your old one's saved in iCloud.
Well, no, then it would have signed me in.
Oh, I forgot you have a Mac. Never mind.
Yeah. What a balls program. Let's create our own Discord. We can call it Rizcord. Ooh, it's not
Oh,
bad.
we do have Rhys. It can just work on us people hitting on each other.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you think our Avengers team is better or worse?
It's definitely
It's
better.
infinitely worse. Oh,
Yeah, it's no, they genuinely casted everyone so well.
I don't. Is there anyone in the Marvel universe that you don't think was cast well?
No,
What about
like there's some that I don't necessarily like. Like I'm okay with it. I don't dislike it. I don't think there's any casting I dislike, but there's some where I'm like I'd be fine if it was someone else.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
But
We can
most of it
do
did people I like.
sequels to this. I didn't know this was good. I thought it was going to take a lot longer than it did because I found a bunch of other ones for other characters,
Hmm.
like for
Crispy Rat.
like other people for Star-Lord. We
Hmm.
have Glenn Howerton, which I think would have been really great.
Perfect Reed Richards.
Apparently, whoever I mentioned earlier, who did I mention earlier, who auditioned for Steve Rogers and Peter Quill?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't think I
Garrett
knew him, so I had to
Hedlund.
look it up. Maybe.
I think it was Garrett Hedlund.
Okay.
And then Saoirse Ronan was up for the role of Scarlet Witch.
Saoirse Ronan?
Yeah.
I don't know how to spell that. Oh, I got close.
She's in
Oh,
Lady Bird.
yeah.
She's in Little Women. She's in a lot. She's great.
She would work well, yeah.
I don't know if it, again, every casting choice I went with, like, I don't know if I could top it.
Yeah. They're like
For Doctor
Hawkeye, I think
Strange,
Jeremy Renner was the best out of the options they had, but I don't think it being Jeremy Renner is like groundbreaking. No offense to Jeremy Renner, because I love Hawkeye.
yeah.
But like it could be someone else and I'd be fine with that.
Fuck, my nose is bleeding. I'll be right back.
So I'll do my best to say stuff, I guess.
Fill space.
With what? I mean, we could probably cut this out. He's currently sprinting to go stop his bleeding nose. Or should I just sit here in silence to really bother him? Because then he has to come and actually edit it, which I can't really say actually, like he's not doing most of the work here. I wonder if he'll come back and listen to this to see how I filled the space, because I'm not really doing anything. If you are enjoying this 2 minute section of complete nonsense,
I could hear you that whole time.
Damn. I was about to say you should tell
Does
me
my
and
voice
I'll
sound weird now that I have
start
a
making
thing
my own
stuffed in my
ASMR.
nose? How gross is this, Reese?
It's a little. You look like
I'll
Billy
do
from
this.
Billy and Mandy.
Oh, thank you. I know the guy from House was considered for Doctor Strange. Joaquin
Oh,
Phoenix,
I
we
feel like that
mentioned.
fit well, his personality.
Yeah, he just basically like Stephen Strange prior to becoming a magician in the MCU is just the same character as House.
Yeah. I'm fine. I don't
I am
care.
getting so sick, man. I don't know. All the goddamn mold in my bathroom. I'm gonna
Yeah.
probably
Did
cut
you
that part
clean it?
out. Yeah.
Oh, I figured you were gonna edit it, but I still didn't know what to say, so I just
Well,
rambled.
I'll edit it out. I'll probably have to edit this part out too, so people aren't like, "What?" Oh man, what a life, you know? What a
Yeah.
life, what a memory. On today's episode of Random Reese in the Morning, they bonded. What
Over,
would you do if I died?
I'd be sad.
No, not like that's not what I mean. Like while we're recording, I just like pass out.
Oh, like right now you passed out? Like
Yeah, what
you
would you do?
die, or you just pass out?
I guess I just pass out.
I'd call someone that's by you to
Yeah,
help.
hopefully someone is in the
Yeah.
same area as me
Someone's at
while it's
least
happening.
within 30 minutes. Because
That's
I
true.
obviously can't get there in time, so I'd have to
I mean, you
call
could
someone.
you could drive out.
I don't have any of our neighbors' numbers, so I couldn't do that.
Yeah. Oh well. I guess we'll wrap it up here then, because my nose is bleeding. This is the first nosebleed on podcast.
Ever,
Oh,
probably.
yeah, I hope so.
I haven't
All right,
had a
well, thank you.
nosebleed in a long time.
I've had like four in the past day.
Day?
Yeah. Actually, more than that, probably. Had a lot. That's because I'm sick, though, because of that mold. Well, thank you everybody for
Thanks, Brad.
listening. We broke podcast ground today.
We're
First
raising the
time.
ceiling.
I'm sorry that you had to deal with me having a nosebleed. It's really embarrassing. you ever had a
Yeah.
nosebleed in class?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Because I remember I was in Spanish class in high school, and then this guy I knew who was also a furry, not related, but he had a tail.
Hmm.
Didn't need to say that, but I'm just trying to paint a picture for you. He was my friend. People bullied him for that tail, but I didn't because I don't care. Just don't touch it. Touch me with it.
Don't
That's
do
all
like
I
a
ask.
Tanuki Mario spin and whack me in the face
Yeah,
with
that's
it.
all I ask. But he had a nosebleed in class, and he like it was like bad, like it was like gushing, and
Hmm.
then he like ran to the bathroom, and I was like, oh man, like that's like one of my fears. Like I feel like I'd be so embarrassed, and the person I was sitting with be like, why though? Like
Yeah,
no
everyone
one,
has them.
yeah, no one's gonna look at that and be like, I mean, high schoolers would be like, ha ha, you fool. But like in the grand scheme of things, like it's not that embarrassing.
No, not at all.
But yeah, thank you for listening, everybody. Thought Baby. Create your own Avengers team out of these choices or whoever you want, doesn't matter. Have you read Nosebleed in Class? If you want to reach out to us on Discord, what's our channel name? The Bud
The
Hole.
bud hole, yeah.
You can find us on YouTube at Not Ran. Find Rhys on YouTube
No,
at
you just
you
can't.
you
I
really
don't exist
can't.
on
Yeah, I don't know if
YouTube.
you could find him. Email us at randandreese on the email at gmail.com. Check us out on TikTok, Not Rand's TikTok, Reddit, Not Rand Reddit,
Ah,
Tumblr,
nice.
Not Rand Tumblr. Not no, that's not true. Tumblr, Not Rand Tumblin. Been doing a lot of polls, getting a lot
Oh
of
yeah, we haven't had a Rand's polling in a while.
yeah, we'll get there. Not today because I'm dying apparently. But yeah, we have a Patreon if you want to donate. We'd appreciate it. Keeps us doing this. And,
Hmm.
maybe I can finally afford that procedure to get rid of my nose so I don't have any more nosebleeds.
Yeah, but then how would you wear your glasses?
Well, I'd get
How
rid of
would you
my
wear any
eyes too.
glasses? Oh, you'd be Corinthian.
Yes, I would. But yeah, Reese watched Sandman. He thought it first half was good, right?
I did. The first half
Second
is
half
very,
is
very
fine.
good. It's fun. It's a lot more fun than the first half, but it also just doesn't work with like as one whole season, I feel like.
Yeah, it's kind of a tonal shift.
Yeah, and they barely have
But
Doom in it, I feel like.
yeah, that was kind of fun. I didn't love that, but I did enjoy it
Yeah,
overall.
it was fun.
All right, well, I am going to upload an X-Men Destiny video today at some point, everybody.
Hell yeah.
So if you're listening to this, it should already be uploaded on the YouTube channel. So go check it out, give it a thumbs up, give us a comment, let us know what you think about Adrian. You'll know what that means once you watch the video.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, goodbye, everybody. It's been a good
Goodbye.
morning. Think I'm getting nosebleeds because of the caffeine? No, probably not, because like it's not like it's something new I've been doing.
No, yeah, I don't know if that would make sense. I'm not
Yeah,
a doctor though, so maybe it does.
you're not doctor.
I'm not a doctor. Not
I'm
yet.
not doctor. All right, goodbye.